I was just thinking about the storms in life. How storms are gonna come, you know, and storms doesn't mean that God's not with you. It's like I was thinking about the disciples when Jesus sent them. Ow! I just hit my elbow. Jesus sent the disciples in the boat to the other side, and he went up on the mountain to pray. He knew that they were going to get in a storm, and he knew that in that storm they were going to be afraid, and he knew that they would call on him. And so storms are just a reminder that they're, well, not a reminder, they're an opportunity for us to call on the Lord and for us to see him, see his glory. I mean, if Jesus hadn't, if that storm hadn't came, then Peter would have never had the opportunity to step out in faith on that water. And when he stepped out, yeah, he was afraid, and he sank. And I love Peter. I think I can relate to Peter a lot because, you know, he would stick his foot in his mouth a lot. And hey, I can relate. And so, who knows how many times I've stuck my foot in my mouth just making this little blog to share with you guys. But he was human. He wasn't perfect. He was just a fisherman, and he had a call of God on his life. And just like all of you, God's called you to, in some capacity, to serve him. He's called us, and that may not be in a pastoral position or in church leadership or anything like that. It may just be to be the best wife and to bring God glory in that. It may just be in secular jobs that doesn't seem like they have anything to do with serving God, but God can use you in places like that. And so Peter was just an ordinary guy, and God, he takes the ordinary and he can do something extraordinary. All he needs is somebody to just say yes and to surrender their life, to surrender the reins. What was that song? Jesus, take the wheel. Anyway, so what I was saying is, you know, stuff happens, but the fact that Peter, even though he was afraid, he still stepped out on that water, and that's pretty amazing. There was 11 other disciples that were sitting in the boat watching. Oh, you can do it, Peter, or what are you doing, Peter? But they were standing there, and Peter, we go, oh, he stepped out, but he got afraid and he doubted. Well, hey, it takes a lot of faith to step out. Even if you fall, Jesus was there to catch him. And that's such a blessing to know that, you know what, God does not expect perfection. Perfection is something we put on ourselves and what we put on others. He expects us to fully surrender and to follow him. Yes, we might fall down. Yes, we will make mistakes. But thank God, he's a good daddy, and he's there to pick us up when we do. And thank God that he can put us in safe places, like he's put me in my church, where I can grow and I'm in a safe place to fall, and there's people there that's not going to beat me over the head or judge me, but they're going to help me get back up and dust my feet off and try it again, or dust my face or whatever. So anyway, you know, whatever God is calling you to, Be willing and obedient. Just say yes. That's all he wants is a yes. We make it so complicated, but it's just saying, yes, Jesus. Yes, Lord. And if you think I can't do that because I might mess up, well, hello. You'll never do anything if you live like that. Because I guarantee you, we're all growing, we're all learning, and we're all going to make mistakes. But he promised to never leave us or forsake us. And so, just because you get caught in a storm, don't think, oh no, God's left me. He's not. He hasn't. He's not a man that he should lie. And his perfect love is with you. And he wants you to live as a free person, not a slave. That's why he brought the children of Israel out of Egypt. Egypt representing the bondage of sin, of slavery. And he brought them into the promised land. But it took some time to get there because they had to get out, they had to get all that old stuff out, that old way of thinking, those old traditions, those old religious habits that they thought, oh, these are good, we like this. And they had to learn to depend on God in a relationship and walk with him. That's what Jesus came to do, is make a way so that we could be sons and daughters, free people, not just servants, but free to serve